Alright, now we're going to take you through Form 3, Level 2, Phase 1. I don't teach Level 1. There's a lot of the swirling that you'll see in Phase 2 or Level 2 is not contained within Phase 1. But what I've found over the years that by the time the student gets to that green belt, brown belt level, they've got the mechanics to just go straight into Level 2. I can't say the same for Form 2, Level 1, Form 2, Level 2. The swirling is sophisticated. It takes a little bit of time to get down, but usually, like I said, by the time they get to green belt, they've got it figured out, so I just go straight into Level 2. So, with that said, let's go straight into our very first technique, destructive twins. All right? From attention stance. Pull those hands up like you're drawing a gun out of a holster, stepping in, neutral bow, and as you settle into neutral bow, you're going to do just a inverted straight punch with an overhand left, catching the nose and catching anything down there by the bladder or diaphragm, solar plexus, that area. From there, we're going to step off into horse stance, dive down, pin. This is a ballistic lock, kind of buried within the form. Hit it as we start to rotate, catching the outside left elbow, and then from there transition into a hard forward bow with an eye poke. His reaction, your opponent's reaction, is going to be his hands are going to come up to protect his face, clear his hand down. This would open up the floating ribs, and we're going to rotate to a horse stance. The book is a grab. You're going to pull on that hand, but for continuity's sake in the form, we're just going to pivot to a horse stance with a straight punch low. Imagine his hand coming around to grab your wrist. You're going to counter grab, pull as you pivot into a wide kneel, catching that elbow, hyperextending it, hopefully, and then from there, sandwiching the head, and then rotating back to wide kneel, back fist onto the occipital protuberance or the rear of the head. All right. From here, parry, parry, thrusting wedge, stepping out to crashing wings. All right. This is a swirling insertion. As we continue with crashing wings, we're taking care of somebody standing right next to us. Even though we are in a bear hug, we can still move, just to show you this form kind of reinforces that idea. Hammer fist, palm heel, snap the head up, launch back into a forward bow, behind your opponent, ridge hand to the jaw, and as we rotate around to finish the guy behind us off, we're going to do a little rotation, a little swirl, back fist, rolling back fist. So at speed, it kind of looks like this. Boom. Catching the sternum or diaphragm and raking up the chin with that rolling back knuckle, elbow high, catching whatever we can get a hold of as we rotate forward bow, hammer fist, takedown, and a shot to the bladder. From here, we're going to rotate back. Now we're hitting swirling destruction. Hammer low, claw, ridge hand, hidden move as we step out to neutral bow facing 3 o'clock. That elbow is going to drop and then launch out sword hand for the beginning of reversing swords. From here, forward bow, sword hand, load it, next sword hand, creating a new angle, stepping up to 130, sword hand, forward bow, sandwich. Now we're going to slip right into circling wing. We have a little cheat here to maintain the integrity. Hopefully that's all on the video there. To maintain the integrity of the neutral bow. Big circle, pull it down, palm thrust. We pin his arm. We continue the pin as if with our left hand, slicing down, maintaining that trap. As we rotate into an upward elbow, from here, forward bow, hammer, sandwich, sword hand, reverse bow. From here, we're going to step right into crossing talon. This is the old wedging crossing talon. We've got a pin. We're going to circle over. As we step through forward, we're going to wedge down, pull them in, elbow, palm heel, claw, rip, back knuckle, and right into scraping hoof. Half horse, heel kick, knife edge scrape. Now we're going to split our step, which is, a lot of people say bad things about it, but in this case, there's always a place for everything. And in this one, we split our step, double outward sword hands, upward elbow, hammer, catching the clavicle, sandwich, timing, chop, and then from there we're going to transition back switch into grip of death. Alright, so we just finished Rising Thunder, now starting grip of death. Contour up his back, snake around, catch his nose, mouth, lips, jaw, whatever we can get a hold of. Fulcrum off his shoulder, drop the elbow, palm thrust. From here we're going to cheat back into locked wing, counter grab, elbow, claw, uppercut. As we step to reverse, back knuckle to ribs, palm heel to back of the head. Rising back knuckle to the face, coming around. This is going to be the ending of phase one. Alright, I'm going to set my timing. I'm doing a sandwich here, catching the back of his head and bringing it into the palm. And stepping off into meditation. So ends phase one.